going to be in I Wonder Wednesday,
September 18th. My name is Annalie.
And my name is Sydney. Attention 5th graders, have you created your yearbook design yet? I have. You could be on the cover of this year's yearbook. It is due on September 27th.
A reminder from Ms. Zuziak that Instrument Club and Chorus begin today. Today's birthdays are Clara B., Liam N., and Anaya R. Happy birthday!
The Hero Buddy box is located in the hub. Here are Miss Keene and Miss Stewart.
Hi Patriots, Miss Greco here. I'm here to pull our weekly winner for the inquiry question of the week. So the question that I'm pulling for is it possible for humans to only see in black and white? So I got lots of responses, which I know meant that a lot of you had to use a source in order to find the answer. So let's shake it up and see who our winners are. Remember, if you're a winner, you need to come down to the hub so we can give you a prize. We know that we have some entries from some classes, so if you're a class winner, then I'll get with your teacher for a prize, okay? So let's look at this one. So Maddie H., it doesn't say a classroom. I'm thinking maybe Maddie Hepner says people can only see black and white because of something called tryptanopia. Interesting, tryptanopia. Let's see what else we've got in here. This one is Kristen Cortez and Mrs. Lawrence's class. People who are totally colorblind, a condition called achromatopsia, can only see things that have black and white or in shades of gray. Color vision deficiency can range from mild to severe depending on the cause. And she said her source was Google, so that's super awesome. Kristen Cortez and Miss Lawrence's class, you're also one of our winners. And let me shake it up real good and see. All right, digging in. Our last winner, Miss Beck's class, says some people can only see black and white. It's called achromatopsia. So they also had a similar answer to Kristen Cortez. So I need to get with Miss Beck. Kristen Cortez from Mrs. Lawrence's class, you're going to come down to the hub. And I believe it says Maddie H., but I believe this is Maddie Hepner. So you're going to come down to the hub for your prize also. Boys and girls, when you're answering the question of the week, please make sure you put your first and last name and even your teacher or grade level. That will help us make sure we don't miss the right winner. Have a great day, Patriots. I can't wait to see your responses for this week. Hi, Patriots. Miss Greco here with another edition of Wondering Wednesdays. I shared with you last week that our inquiry question of the week, is it possible for humans to only see in black and white, was inspired by my dog Charlie because he was blind. Now, when I saw many of you in the hallway, you came up and shared how sweet and cute you thought he was, how you were sorry that he was blind, or you asked questions about how he became blind, but many of you really just wanted to know, how does he figure out where he's going when he can't see? So I recorded a little video for you so that you can see how Charlie uses objects in his environment to figure out where he's going. So when you look at this video, I want you to see that he's stepping on the stones that surround our patio. And he uses the stones to follow it like a track all the way back to the door. And he does this every single day, every single time he goes outside, because he knows that if he keeps following those stones, it will lead him to the door. So then I started thinking about how cool it is that he's figured out a way to use his environment to help him with navigation. And that led me to start thinking about our environment in the state that we live in. And I know down in 5th grade, they're learning about weather. And I know in 4th grade, they're going to start learning about geography. So that got me to be thinking about Florida. Now, the two words that come to mind when I'm thinking about Florida in September is the words hot and rainy. Because every time you look at the weather, that's what they tell you. It's going to be hot or rainy or both. So then I got to thinking, well, is it hot and rainy everywhere? So at first, my inquiry question was, is it hot and rainy everywhere? But I figured, you know what? If I used a source to find an answer to that question, I'd pretty much find an answer real easily. So that made me think I needed to dig a little bit deeper. And so I wanted to think more about, well, what really is weather and how do we know when weather changes? And that got me to thinking about seasons: summer, fall, winter, and spring. And now here in Florida, we don't really experience the seasons like you might experience them in other places because we don't get snow and it doesn't really get cold enough sometimes to even have a changing of leaves. And so our seasons kind of blend together. So I started thinking about seasons throughout the world. And where do different seasons happen and when do they happen? And then I came up with kind of an interesting question. Make sure you're paying attention, Patriots, because this one's a little bit tricky. Is it possible to visit 4 different places anywhere in the world on the same day and experience a different season in each place? So what I mean by that is, imagine if time travel wasn't an issue and you could travel as fast as you wanted to. If you picked a date on the calendar, like Friday, September 20th, if you picked 4 different places in the world, would you be able to travel to those 4 different places and experience a different season in each place? Like, would I be able to go to France and it be winter? Would I be able to go to Brazil and it would be summer? Could I go to Canada and it would be fall? And could I go to China and would it be winter? So I want you to think about that question, Patriots, and think about the source that you might need to use in order to get more information about the seasons in other places and when they occur. You can use a computer, you can use books, and of course you can always use an expert. So the inquiry question of the week: is it possible to visit 4 different places anywhere in the world on the same day and experience a different season in each place? I am super excited about this inquiry question because I really think it's going to make you think deeply. So write down those answers, make sure you put them in that blue box in the hub, and I can't wait to see what the responses are. Have a great day, Patriots, and remember to keep living the questions.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, led by our friends at the Pineview Middle School.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks for watching, and remember, we